Hi, welcome to TAM Software's tutorials. My name is Frank, and today I will show you how to launch a Drupal test or dev environment on your Mac in less than 10 minutes with Docker. We will assume that Docker is already installed. It actually takes much less than 10 minutes, but I will be explaining each step along the way. And yes, this is the WWDC06 t-shirt. We've come a long way since then. Very few of these technologies existed at the time. Okay, without further ado, here we go. Okay, so we're going to assume that Docker is already installed, and we're going to check it is the case by typing docker -v to check its version. Okay, Docker is installed, we're happy. Installing Docker is not part of our tutorial this time. We can do it another time if we need to. So the first thing we're going to do, we are going to create a test environment to run our Drupal demo. This will comprise two containers, one for MySql and one for Drupal. So let's first launch the MySql container. I have spaced all the variables I'm using on different lines to make it easier to explain, but this could be a one-liner. So what is this going to do? This is going to tell Docker to run a new container using image MySql tagged 5.7, and to name this container DrupalTutorialmysql. Once it has run, it will daemonize it or put it in the background, and that is the minimum to have it run. For convenience, I'm going to add a few parameters. I'm going to map the internal port 3306 MySql to my local machine's port 3308, so that I can connect to the MySql database server to administer it. And I'm going to send a number of environmental variables for MySql. The first one is a root password. Since this is just a demo, I'm going to put my secret password, I don't care. And I'm going to ask it to create a database called DrupalTutorial with a user called Drupal Websites with password DrupalDemoPass, which will have full access to this database. So let's run this now. Perfect. Let's check if we indeed have our database server running. I'm going to switch to SQL Pro. And I am going to connect to my local machine with username root, the password that I put here, and the port that I put here. Success. Choose database. We find that Drupal tutorial has indeed been created. It's empty, but it's created. And if we check the user accounts, we see that we have a Drupal website user, which has full privileges on Drupal tutorial. So everything's good on this front. Now we're going to launch a second container, this one containing Drupal. Put a little space on the screen, and here we go. So we're going to tell Docker to run a new container named Drupal tutorial using the Drupal image, version 8, once it's run to daemonize it, to link its port 80 the web port to our internal port 8010, and also to link this container to our previous container, DrupalTutorialmysql, on the MySql port. This will allow our Drupal here to talk to our MySql container here directly. And enter. Here we go. Let's see if we have access. Let's connect to 127.0.0.1 on port 80. 10. And here we go, ready to install Drupal. Choose language English, standard profile. So, database name. We called it DrupalTutorial. I'm going to copy paste. Errors. Drupal username right here. Database password right here. Advanced options. Here we put the container name we used for our MySql database. The Docker will automatically create a host file to map this name to the proper internal IP. And here we go. It's installing Drupal. So we will hop forward to when it's finished installing. Okay, here we are. Site name, Drupal tutorial, site email address, demo@example.com, username, Drupal, password, Drupal, I know this is just a demo. Default country none, etc. Save and continue. And here we are. Congratulations. There's our Drupal 8 demo all installed. Okay, here we are. As you have seen, it takes only instance to start a MySql container and a Drupal container and to get going. It would be exactly the same for Drupal 7, by the way. Just replace the 8 tag with 7 in the Drupal Docker image. All the commands typed are available below for easy copy-paste. If you have any questions, please do ask them in the comments. Click like if you have liked this tutorial. Click subscribe to be notified when we release new tutorials. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.